Have you ever met someone who turns every conversation back to themselves? You share your struggle, and somehow they begin talking about their pain. You celebrate your success, and they feel strangely uncomfortable. You need support, but they disappear. At first, they may seem charming, confident, interesting. But over time, something feels off, because beneath the surface, they care about one person most, themselves. This is what Robert Greene calls the Law of Narcissism. And once you understand it, you start seeing it everywhere. Now here's the surprising truth. Narcissism is not rare. It is not limited to celebrities, to toxic ex-partners, or arrogant bosses. According to Greene, we all have selfish tendencies. Yes, even you, even me. Because from birth, we experience life through one lens, our own mind, our needs, our emotions, our desires. This is natural. A child cries because their world feels urgent. But maturity means learning something powerful. Other people matter too. They have fears, dreams, pain, inner battles you cannot see. Some people grow into empathy. Others stay trapped inside themselves. And that is where narcissism becomes dangerous. Narcissism exists on a spectrum. At the lower end, someone may simply crave attention, need validation, feel insecure. At the extreme end, you meet the destructive narcissist, someone who uses others, manipulates emotions, lacks remorse, needs admiration constantly, and punishes anyone who threatens their ego. These people can appear successful, even charismatic, because confidence often hides insecurity, and charm can hide emptiness. Be careful of people who always need to be the center of the room. Sometimes they are starving inside. Here's the trap. Narcissists often make strong first impressions. They speak boldly, they seem certain, they carry energy, they know how to attract attention. And in a world full of hesitant people, confidence looks powerful. But real confidence is calm. Narcissistic confidence is hungry. It constantly needs feeding. Praise, attention, status, control. Without it, their mask begins to crack. How do you recognize narcissistic people early? Look for patterns, not one moment. Patterns. First, they rarely listen deeply. They wait for their turn to speak. Second, they lack genuine curiosity about others. They ask questions only to redirect attention. Third, they become jealous of your growth. Your success feels like their loss. Fourth, they struggle with criticism. Even gentle feedback becomes a personal attack. Fifth, they use charm strategically. Warm when they want something, cold when they don't. Watch consistency. Anyone can act nice for 1 hour. Character reveals itself over time. Narcissistic people drain energy. At work, they take credit and avoid blame. In friendships, they compete instead of support. In relationships, they can make you feel invisible. You begin over-explaining, over-giving, walking carefully around their moods, doubting your own reality. This is why awareness matters. You cannot win by trying harder. You cannot heal them through sacrifice, and you cannot fill a void that belongs to them. Greene says the antidote to narcissism is empathy, not weakness, not people-pleasing, real empathy. The ability to step outside your own emotions and understand another person's inner world. Empathy makes you wiser. You read motives. You sense insecurity behind arrogance, pain behind anger, need behind manipulation. But empathy without boundaries becomes self-destruction. So combine both. Understand people, but do not become trapped by them. You can be kind without being used. You can be compassionate without tolerating disrespect. Now here's the deeper lesson. This law is not only about spotting others, it is about confronting yourself. Ask honestly, do I listen or wait to speak? Do I need constant validation? Do I become uncomfortable when others shine? Do I make things about me? Self-awareness is rare. Most people only notice ego in others, never in themselves. That blindness limits growth, because the greatest narcissist is often the one who says, "I'm never the problem." Want real power? Develop inner security. When you value yourself deeply, you stop needing endless praise. When you know who you are, you stop competing constantly. When you feel whole, you stop using others to feel important. That is true confidence, quiet, stable, unshaken, the kind that doesn't need applause. So remember this, narcissism is everywhere. In workplaces, friendships, relationships, even inside ourselves. Learn to recognize it in others. Learn to reduce it in yourself, because the more you escape self-obsession, the more clearly you see people. And the more clearly you see people, the stronger you become. If you found this valuable, subscribe for the next chapter of the Laws of Human Nature. Next, we break down Law 3. See through people's masks, and trust me, once you understand that one, you'll never look at people the same way again.